Hey, collective. Hope you've been looking good, feeling good, smelling good, eating good, drinking good, thinking good thoughts, having a good time, sharing good energy with good people in good places, doing good things. All right, let's see. Hey, collective. All right, let me go ahead and get started. So, this reading was about, whoop, tables turn, a comparison between two unlike things. Is this considered a metaphor, or was there just a big lie that was told? You decide. There were a lot of different downloads that I got too about this, because it's like, while it could be a metaphor, like, right? Someone could have just been like, oh, well, I meant that I was, I feel like that was the energy. Somebody's going to come out trying to say, oh, well, no, I meant that I had one like this, or that I did things like this person, or you know what I mean? It's kind of like a weird way of trying to backtrack is what's happening here in one instance. And then in another instance, it's a big lie. Someone just made a big lie. So that's what's going to be revealed. If someone is like, oh, I didn't mean that I was also a teacher. I meant that I was working on something that, could be used educationally within a totally different field because, and it's just kind of like, nah. And that's going to bring people around, whomever this person is, that the table or people are. Yeah, people are, whoever these people are, where the tables have turned on them. They're trying to move in silence, but everybody sees them moving. Like everybody sees what they're up to. It's almost like somebody's trying to reveal, like not reveal, conceal, but it's been revealed already. I got a heavy energy of like exposure. I guess maybe, I don't know, that people are looking into you or into you. Oh, okay. That was also a download. And I was really irritated by that because I was like, do they not see how that would never work? So if people were trying to isolate you, and then while they had you isolated, they also were stalking you, can you how can someone even feel alone when they're being stalked and monitored? I mean, clearly somebody's going to be like, it got to be, hey, I got to be doing something because everybody's looking. So I'm going to just keep doing me, which is what the collective does regardless. But I feel like it's just kind of like something where, people were, I don't know, super suspicious because it's like, how are you isolating someone but stalking them at this? Isolating means leaving. Do you guys understand the definite? That's why I feel like these people are like, they're going to try to say it was a metaphor, but it was just really BS. It's like, no, wait a minute. You either were stalking this person or, you know what I mean? Or you were leaving them alone. Which one was it? And that's what somebody's being, I don't know, there's some questioning happening right now. Like there's photo proof maybe even of people trying to like backtrack and change things. How the heck did that happen? Well, how did they get photo proof? Tell us more about this photo proof. How did they get photo proof? Okay, so maybe this person said something while they were out partying or drinking. Maybe someone, saw them or heard them say something while they were out partying and drinking. Well, that means they can't move in silence too much. Again, that's why we say everybody see them moving. And they think that they are getting caught up because of something that the collective is doing. But in reality, it's everything that they did and everything that they do. Like being hooked on the collective or trying to hook the collective. And this looked like some empty dead waters right here, though. Right? Like, what are you hooking? What is... And I get it. Like, I love fishing like the next gal. Right? But... they're in the reality, it's just them, they're hooked on the fact that, and holding a grudge about the fact that you're shining, that you have a lot of creativity, and that you're the one that's really moving in silence. Because it feels like, all of their business be in the streets, right along with them. Right? They see you shining, they see that you're this creative, person, and which, I mean, how are they just now seeing that? Again, it's the whole, I'm going to isolate you and stalk you. What? So make it make sense. I'm just waiting for the moment. Can you guys explain that in the comments? How do they How do they make that make sense? Let's isolate this person and everybody watch him. So is this because we can feel eyes as empathetic people, as empaths, as light workers, as seers, as divine beings? Like, should I go on and name like how many people can see? I don't know. What is this? Yeah, they're getting a lot of bad karma. They've been using a lot of fake accounts to maybe watch you. You probably see that though. And maybe even working with like fake divination people, like divination abusers, like contacting people to say that they are some type of reader to come into your inbox and say, oh, my love, I feel your energy, and like trying to do that to maybe threaten you into some types of situations to feel like you need to do something about what they did. You don't. What they need to do something about what they did. Clearly, look where it left us, right on this haunted energy. They need to do something about what they did. That's the inside scoop. Spirit says you came here to know. What you thought. And thinking that they could give you any kind of offer. That's where the tables turned. Okay, so I don't know. Spirit kept saying, maybe you should share with them, like a little bit more about you so they can see what you mean. Like, do some, what did we call them? Metaphors. Okay. So, if you will, I dated, throughout my life. I'm 45. So, I didn't see a lot and, dated a lot, And I will admit that as soon as a woman divorces her husband, she does go on a little bit of a rampage. Okay. But my luck was so that I met someone that could keep up with me because they were really young. And this is back when I first got divorced. So this is like eons ago. Okay. And in that instance, I came to find out that that person that I was dating was actually a gorilla pimp. Okay. But I was never a part of that. Okay. But it just goes to show that, like, you never know who a person's actually been around and actually been able to make that person see them in a different light and respect them in a different way and always appreciate, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know who, like, I'll be wearing the pink rings, you know what I mean? Like, to some people, it may have even seemed like a dirty offer, but in reality, it's like you may have learned and earned some solidarity from a person that you are uninterested in. Like, even if you don't plan on being with that person, which is not, how I felt when I was dating that person. It was kind of like, oh, I was just like reliving some lessons that I seen when I was younger, just to remind me that, like, hey, the same stuff is out there. So it's like, if this person disappeared all night with my car, that energy was played out to me. And I had already experienced that because this person was younger than me. So that's also, like, what some people don't realize is when you experience things, you get to a certain point where you don't want to experience them again. And so when you see someone that comes into your space and starts using you or manipulating you or doing things to you in that same type of fashion, you might be quicker to walk away, very quiet and kind, because you're like, oh yeah, I don't want no parts of this mess. This looked like a disaster. And I believe that that's what was happening. That's who's trying to, like, come back around, is someone with a dirty offer. And they just need to know, like, yeah, it's the same energy that it was for me back then. Like, it's like, oh, okay, I see how this person is. Yep, can't take this serious. And that's just how, the collective has learned to treat people. It doesn't matter if this is someone coming in for business. It doesn't matter if this is someone coming in for pleasure. It doesn't matter if they're coming in for both or neither. None of that of the above, okay? You're still going to be evaluated energetically, emotionally, mentally, etc., etc. And collective is always on the move, in silence, away from the drama. So what do you expect them to do? Like, they see you, man, if someone's uninterested with you, you just have to let it go. That's the best way to be. Like, pray about, that God removes this person from your memory or something. Maybe you need to go get hypnotized to forget the collective. Like, I don't know. You need to do something. Yeah, this person doesn't want to admit that they're played out, like that you don't want them. And that's just I don't understand the mentality of these people. You're so unbothered, but they feel like, oh, well, maybe if we cyberbully them some more. Okay, what has that done? What does that do? It shows your true colors. And I'm singing it that way like Cyndi Lauper because this is what that person looks like right now. They look like some disheveled, something. I don't know. So if somebody's trying to cyberbully you, you need to ask yourself why. Like maybe they're just broke, maybe they need you to give them some money, or they feel like if they can make you feel, intimidated or scared or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is the energy. Like you're ignoring and uninterested. Like how many times does this come out? Like it looks like this person walked on, so old girl left, but dude's still trying to like follow behind. No, 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 sir. Hop in the vehicle and go about your way. Okay? Just get in your little, get on your big wheel, booba, and go on your way. Because there's no energy like that. I don't understand. There is nothing on the planet that would make someone who is spiritual and in tune with their highest self and keeping their vibration very elevated and that's aware and focused on manifesting things, good things for their future, amazing things is what I'm hearing. There's no way that someone would fall for some scarcity tactics because of travel. The collective can take themselves places and have. Like what? There's no hustle. No, there's no opportunity that would exist for money that the collective would jump on because they don't like hustling. They don't like that energy. They like the energy of creating, like we said earlier. They don't like the hustling. It feels too like, like you gotta go. Like, why do I have to go? Can I go when I'm ready? Like that would still the collective's, creative abilities if they started moving in that type of energy. That's what they also don't understand. It's like, better than to work in the wrong energies. Again, like where are these, are they slow? Because they seem real slow. They all thought of this together. Like clearly we see why they needed the mass amounts of people to group think, right? Because they still got it. If I seem frustrated, it's because like they are. It's their energy. Okay, so just so you guys know, these cards are just letters. This is 4 sets of the alphabet. Yeah, they don't want to acknowledge the fact that their tactics are pretty much the same. They don't have any, like that was a reading a long time ago, like home girl already did everything. Have you heard of overkill? Have you heard you cannot kill? That's one of the, oops, I don't know if we can say that anyway, but did you ever stop to think like, okay, if we sent unaliving stuff to this person, did you ever stop to think that like they probably can't even take themselves out at this point because they have a divine mission? Like it's one of those things where the person would like, try to off themselves with, a GU, whatever, pistol or whatever, and they couldn't even do it. It would just like misfire or it'd be the same, in reverse for the people trying to come for the collective. They get there and then they gun, jam up and backfire into their face. It's I don't know why people don't understand this. Why don't I? Let's get some initials, and can we, for whomever's involved in this, there's somebody named G off to the side, maybe T. Cyberbullying and giving money, people that you're ignoring, initials P, Q, U. I get from this QU energy, there's somebody that's from your past that you may have talked to, and you didn't really have like, because you don't have drama, you didn't have stuff, but they always were sharing their drama with you. And so I don't know if this person is either thinking about that, or maybe this person is being persuaded to maybe try to come back around and try to see like, oh, call this person or try to reach out to this person as though, because maybe you were a good listener. Like maybe people felt comfortable talking to you. Maybe you were kind of like in this doctor energy, or that's maybe what it felt like. Or maybe there's a doctor energy that's, oh, have this person. Because I get there's somebody that used to call and talk to you. Yeah, get in there quick is too like what I'm hearing too. But the initial K is maybe significant, is significant. Hold on, that one fell. J. Ooh. PJJP. Let's see. I was gonna say DR too, like as in Dominican Republic. So there may be somebody that's from the Dominican Republic. The initial R is out here twice, so that's definitely significant. The initial B, W, V. Maybe even someone who has a BMW, a black one or a red one. BBB. Do you get how it resonates? For all four of those to come out, that's wild, because they were not even like cut in the same decks. Ooh, V. Okay, I know who that is for me. They just put somebody's initials right out there. Their initials are either VB or BV. It may take you a while to see it, but it's there. Maybe it has one of these other. Someone said, I heard that. That's funny. And then there's an E and an N. And oh, I know somebody may be like, how do you know if it's an N or a Z? Or because I cut, these are my cards. I cut them. I know which way I cut them so that I know which way to hold them so that I could know which way they went to determine if it was a Z or N or a W or M. But thank you, for minding my business. Anyway, let's see. All right, what else can we get? What's up next for these weirdos? What's up next for these weirdos? What's up next for these weirdos? Now that the tables have turned. Ooh, the creator's involved. Oh, they're going to watch you create is what I'm hearing too. But maybe there's some gangs. Ooh, that are sending a new message is what I'm hearing. They're sending a new message on like these underworld transactions. The Brotherhood of Shadows. Can we get another deck? Violence and criminality. Spirit's saying don't forget that because they're saying they have not forgotten. Yep. This doctor. There is a doctor involved. Ooh-wee. Maybe this doctor realizes that they were ignorant, rash, and impulsive, and they wishing they hadn't been, because this is the Fool card, and it says it right on there. Ooh-wee. Ooh, wait. Is that doctor's initials in here for me? Let me see. What are we? But it said that was the person that told this person. Ooh-wee. They didn't think that you would be smart enough to figure this out or know where to go to get information even. All right, hold on. Let's see. So this doctor is feeling like a boo. Boo. What's up, boo? Oh, my bad. I'm really feeling this gang energy. Okay, wait a minute. I was going to ask a question about, so messenger of connections, delivery, information transmission, gift. All right, so what is this message? What is this message involving? What does this message have to do with? Ooh, letting go of old items, creating a new sacred space. See what I'm saying? For yourself. This is what I'm saying. This gang is even, I said they've switched it up. Like they've changed the message that they want to send. I think the direction, again, oh, okay. Duh. Okay, that's my bad. This is a tables turn reading, right? So they've turned the tables. The tables have officially turned. There's no going back. Yep, there's no going back. Yep. There's no going back. I cannot make this up. There's no going back, okay? They're focused. They've realized that they focus too much on one situation and that they need to take a step back. They're understanding that the creator has designed you to stand out. You see how that card fell on top of that one? That you don't fit in, that you stand in your own power and you're proud of your individuality and you're speaking up. And if you're not, you better start. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. And I feel like that's for you and anybody that comes around you. They know they have to start living in their own truth. And that's why some people see you or understand you as karma. But it's like, no, you want to be your highest self. That's why you cross paths with these individuals so that they can see how to obtain that for themselves. But then they mishandle, again, the gift. You came out here as a gift already, right? I saw that somewhere in one of these. Oh, yep, right here. That's the message. The gift is right here at the bottom of this message card, the courier card. Okay. You've been doing a lot of healing. Maybe there's a lot of knowledge that you may have about how music can heal and what music is healing. Ooh, yeah, my head got nice and tingly, feeling like I don't know, just feel nice and tingly. Maybe you're even reading more and finding out more things too. You've challenged yourself to do some things, and you're keeping on task with those. And because now you just don't care. You're in this full sense of balance, just, allowing yourself to be. No expectations. You don't have to prove anything. Your confidence flows within you easily because you are divinely who you are supposed to be. Do these people not understand they can go be who they're divinely guided to be and create their own opportunities for themselves? It's giving the energy of like, these people are feeling like Johnny Somali at this point. But that was the goal that they had for you, was to make you look crazy and deranged and stuck and left out and, on drugs and crazy, deranged. Like, that's all I keep hearing. All right, give us more information. What else do you want us to, I'll just, that's the tower. The spirits of these people better plan for these hardships. And they know that, though. Especially this doctor. Oh, wow. I hope this doctor wasn't doing something. I hope this doctor wasn't doing something, because I'm seeing something here with like false scripts. False prescriptions being written. They're not even, what I'm hearing is like, they're not even the type of doctor to be able to write that type of prescription in the first place. It's a medication that's outside of the scope of their doctorate. Like, they shouldn't be prescribing this. It takes someone else. And I can understand that too, because there's certain things that you have to go to certain pharmacies for too. Like, there's a thing called a compound pharmacy. And I believe that that's whatever they were writing the script for, the compound pharmacy. And this specific prescription is outside of what what they're supposed to be doing. Their line of treatment. Okay. Their line of treatment. Now people are starting to see the truth and understand, or maybe even being at an energy of like no right path. They don't even know what to do anymore. They're so stuck and so obsessed with the situation, and they have this huge lack of ambition. It's like leaving somebody stunned and paralyzed. Analysis paralysis. They don't know what to do, because everything that they've done, everything they've known to do, everything was supposed to, like, it was supposed to have been over already. And that's how they know they mucked up. They know they mucked up, right? They do know that, right? Yeah, they have this huge lack of ambition. They're underqualified to really do anything. And I think that's the energy they wanted you in, but you're overqualified, like, for life. Like, that's just you agreed to learn the lessons. And it's because they like dysfunction, they like abuse, they like instability. They think it keeps them on their toes, but really it just keeps them in this moody energy where they're trying to break the hearts of others and bring others bad news. And that's where they get everything all wrong. It's like they feel like they have to create this for other people in order for themselves to do well. And that's the real, like, dysfunction of it all, is that their abuse leads to more instability for them. Look, it's dysfunction, abuse, instability. Then that keeps creating these bad moods for them, where they want to go and hurt other people. And then they go and do that, and then they get bad news, and they don't understand why. How do you not understand why? How do you not understand why it doesn't work to isolate somebody and stalk them? Are they important or are they not? Are you paying attention to them or are you not paying attention to them? Because you're kind of sending mixed messages. That's why we say, like, we argument and we a vibe. Because somebody gonna be mad. Because we over here vibing. It make sense. It don't. Never mind. I ain't gonna ask you to do the impossible. These people realize that they've broken their loyalty with you, that there was no loyalty there. It's laughable. It's so laughable. It's like, oh, they realize they let you down. It's like, no, you lived up to who you showed me that you were. Are they waiting for some type of like round of applause? Like, oh, you really got me there. You got me. Like, you're not the first person. I came out the womb with haters. I knew I was going to be greater. Anyway. They're so poopy. They're so poopy. Poopy McStupid heads. Just saw the happiness card. Poopy neck, stupid heads. Ooh, yeah, you. Oh. That's what it is. They keep trying when they do make an attempt to try to catch up with you. When they try to say, okay, we're gonna do the work. We're gonna get it back together. What they've noticed in these groups and these organizations is that it leads them down this black hole. It's very attractive, but it's unpredictable and secret what will take place when you start to approach and catch up with your highest self, because everything else is trying to catch up with you too. Do you guys not get that? Like when you call on the assistance for protection and for divine intervention and etc., it's essentially going to meet you in the way where it starts to strip away everything that's not supposed to be there so that you can have exactly what you need in front of you. It's kind of like, isolating you and stalking you. I mean, it really is, right? Oh, goodness gracious. What else? Oh, that's why they're in this, like their lack of ambition is basically everything's been stunted. It's like pouring oil into your dirt, expecting for growth and fertility and life to continue. And they're just like, you ever see a leaf that just falls, just, you could tell something bad happened. It's not dry, it's just, ugh. And coming from the woman who cannot keep a snake plant, even a cactus, none of that, you got to understand, I should know something about how to kill a plant. Just saying, growth and fertility of life of plants, Oh, wow. So their dysfunction and their abuse and their instability is going to cause them to miss out on a lot of stuff. Like they're going to have the lack of, because of their dysfunction, right? Because they're not focused on their own priorities. It's going to cause them to be in this dysfunctional energy where they were regular and routine, they're not. They're dysfunctional. Where they were neat, the people involved feel like they're abusing their time, or they're, like, I don't know, if this person has employees, their employees are going to feel like, this person is overstepping. This person is, overworking me, which is going to cause instability in the areas that they could previously control. Uh-oh. It don't look good. It don't look buenos. Ooh, yeah. It's going to be like an intense is what I'm hearing. Like this, there is going to be this intense period, and as soon as they get super tired that they cannot go anymore, that's when the fire starts to burn in front of their face. They're going to feel like, okay, I'm going to take a break, I'm going to sit down, and then that's when the fire erupts. That's when that struggle comes in, and that requires them to be able, they got to have a lot of energy. That's going to be hard, because they're going to have to pull out a lot of hope, like from nowhere. And that dog keeps barking, and I didn't know I could hear it in here. But I feel like, her dog's hollering. What's this? Yep. It's going to be hard for them to get out of this energy of these memories and experiences and this history. In some instances, I believe it's more of a black hole, though, because they were anticipating something mentally. So when someone's manifesting something in their mind, they're seeing all this stuff play out. So some of these people are so confused and so illusioned right now that they see these things as memories, like, like they're mourning memories that never took place. They're mourning memories that never took place. So like this stuff never happened. And these experiences, they're like, oh yeah, they have this history that really is an illusion. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because they never did catch up with you is what I keep hearing. Like it's that whole acceleration that didn't get them anywhere but stuck in a loop. They're so far away. They're heated, but they're far away. And there's this gap. What happens when you're heated and you're far away and there's a gap? If you keep trying to come for the collective, you gonna overheat. But that's what they're afraid of. Oh, see, I love when the cards just be like, pull one real quick, we'll tell you what it is. We'll help you light that fire, give you that, Let me stop. Okay, how long have we been here about this tables turn? All right, let me pull out a few other notes that I have for the whole table turned energy because you know me, I'll be Googling my downloads like, what you mean tables turned? Tell me more. It's a reverse of one's position relative to someone else, especially by turning to the position of a disadvantage in the one of into the one of an advantage. So you guys know what this means. Basically, they thought they had you at a disadvantage or were putting you at a disadvantage. In reality, you flipped the script. You was like, that's the game we playing? All right, challenge, accept it. And you flipped the script on them. You were like, okay, no problem. Again, it's the whole story about, like, I dated a, gorilla pimp, baby. I know how to take a pinky ring. You understand me? I know how to get those. Who are you talking to? It's kind of that energy, like one of the, the type of softest woman that could break the hardest, coldest man's, heart if she wanted to, but she doesn't. She just gives love, and they love her for that. They understand. Because granted, if any of these dudes had my number, and if they knew about my email, the day that they need me, they are not going to hesitate. And that's why I keep saying, like, I don't want nobody from my past. So they know not to do that. Okay? And I think some people are just, having to learn that other people set boundaries where they want them to be. And they have to respect that. You got to respect the people's boundaries. You got to tell Diddy no. I'm just saying, it's the same game. It's the same song. And if you haven't seen the people who like go the hardest and the hardest headed and the people that thought that they was bigger than better and badder than better, those are the ones that are actually falling first, right? The people that took the most in the PPP loans, got $1 million homes. They going for the big ones first because they're setting examples. They're setting examples, and they're going to take all of those things that they acquired with that money and build them prisons that I told y'all they was building already. Man, let me all right, listen. It's a metaphor. Tables turning is a metaphor. Don't call it a comeback. It's the common idea of a comeback because you would have to reverse the board, the players' current positions, and the situations in order to change the outcome. Well, it looks like the collective said, don't call it a comeback. I reversed the board, and I took the players' current positions and situations and changed the outcome. How did I do it? I just told you. We move in silence. We do what we want to. We don't give about you. That's how we do it. And the fact of the matter is that they let themselves become so obsessed with you to the point of hating you. Again, that's where the table turned. That's where the exchange of hands occurred. They allowed themselves to hate you. Once you knew that they hated you, put them right in your hand. Right in your hand. Because once someone hates you, you have control over them. That's how that gap came. They let themselves get too heated about you. As soon as they came towards you, the impact got them like a meteor. When it hits the earth, it's going to do some damage, right? Wonder what happens after the meteor, because every time we watch a movie with a meteor or whatever the thing comes to the planet, pew, pew, once it gets there, then the disasters happen. Everybody's in a panic right now because they see it. They see this meteor coming. Beep, beep, beep. Maybe that's what the 3 B's was. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, beep, beep. That's the sound of the beast. Okay, that's what it was. My daughter and I kept saying boop, boop. KRS One. I just kept saying that, and my daughter was like, I want to hear that song. And I kid you not, she would not let me play anything else until I let her listen to that whole song in its entirety. She was so irritated because I kept saying, well, you don't want to listen to this? Because I just wanted to hear the boop, boop. Sometimes you listen to a song just to get you pumped, and then you go on to the next song. She was like, nah, we're going to have to. And I kept trying all kinds of different songs. She was like, no. Boop, boop. Oh, I don't know where this stuff is coming from, but it's coming. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Can't make it up. The synchronicities are sinking. They're recalling their actions. And they're fake memories. Like, it's kind of like that thought of like, well, man, I sure was thinking I was going to hit them numbers and win that lottery and buy that this and buy that, or you expecting some money on something. But in reality, Like it, like, you know, I don't know, it's like people invested in something that wasn't real. So it's like people got scammed. Bitcoin. There we go. This is a Bitcoin energy. This is a Bitcoin kind of thing. You know, maybe some people somewhere else had something for a period of time, but in reality, it has shown itself to be a failure, right? So now all they can do is try to build off of that. I mean, I'm helping somebody out right here. If you can create something new out of that, like, you know, you got 30 days, motherfucker. Don't get tight. I guess that's a part of the catch up for some of these people who are actually trying to focus on working through their karma. That's interesting. Let's look at that a little bit closer, because I don't even believe that. Not that I have any say so, but if you was hating on me, oh, I got all the say so. I got all to say so. Don't be confused. Yeah, don't be confused. I got all that say so. Yeah, that illusions card is still sticking out. Wow, okay. Who is this talking about? Who is this trying to get focused? It's courage in reverse. And it came out here over by this acceleration. So this is somebody who's like trying to, man, it's still in that hustle energy. Look, brother, man, you're going to have to go back to the fifth flow, because at this point, we cannot help you here. You're going to have to go back, brother, man, to the fifth flow and hustle over there. Because listen, hustle is on this card, which I said we don't do that. Like, we unbothered. We don't do that. That's not how money flows to you. No, that's how you chase it. Like, anyway, I don't have time for this. I have another title that I want to read on. This person is focused on trying to be in that make it rain energy, but that's what you do after you've achieved success, not while you're in the pursuit of it. See, they don't match. That's why hustling mentality doesn't work out. You know, focused on money, getting it. They're only focused on getting money. They're not focused on how to make the money make money for them, how to grow their money, how to mature their money, how to hold on to their assets and watch them. Even if they don't grow, watch the $20, y'all. Just watch it. Just hold it and look. Help you to create some self-worth. Like, if that's the issue. It's like their self-worth is found in hustling, because it literally says hustling again on this card. Their self-worth is by design in hustling, living beyond their means, obsession with work, and a false success. What I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. Now they're frustrated because they realize they're carrying it all. They're doing it all. They're carrying the burden. They are the ones who have been delegated to try and figure out how to do this release, how to get these burdens off of everybody. That's got them messed up, because they can't do it. I know they can't. The cards came out in reverse, okay? They cannot do it. They can't do it without the collective. I'm just, listen. Beep, beep. They're in this energy of where there's self-development and this desire for protection. I guess they do desire protection, because maybe they're being haunted. I don't know. But anyway, their desire, this like self-development and perfectionism is a misdirected activity. They don't have any passion for what they're pursuing. So if they don't have any passion to become emotionally intelligent, then how are they going to pursue it? If they don't have any passion for being a kind person, then how are they going to pursue it? You can't pursue something if you don't have passion for it and you're uninspired. There's no motivation to come out of that. We said that already. We already said they wasn't nobody's. They ain't been nobody. They ain't gonna be nobody. They focus is on the wrong place. Yeah, trying to manifest in the wrong place. Now, they're in this web of deception in a lot of situations where they're trying to have to still deceive people and manipulate people and be all talk. And, you know, their actions are not, again, we said it don't match up. Like the actions and the, you know, the stuff is just like the math is not math. Because the table flipped over and you can't sit down at a table that's upside down. Do you get it? Y'all can't even sit down. You cannot. They can't. That might be their energy too. They might be so tasked. Again, they said they was going towards this fatigue, like burnt the fuck out. Yeah. Isolation, loneliness, withdrawing, resignation, distance. They realized they lost their way. Yo. Or maybe they're withdrawing from trying to isolate you and put you in loneliness and resignate. They're resigning from that, from trying to keep their distance from you because they realize that they lost their way. I don't know. I don't think they should come towards the collective unless you want to get boop, boop. I keep saying that. They know that if they don't, though, like, I don't know, there's this energy of, like, if you don't say what you need to say, you're going to continue some more delays. That's what the first word is here. Delays, lack of motivation, lack of energy, lack of passion, weighed down. Didn't we just cover it? Boredom. Boop, boop. Maybe that's what the bees is for. Yeah, they're confused at their own mess. It's literally saying they're confused at the brutality and the chaos. Now that they're having this inner clarity, they're rethinking this idea of that where they had cloudy judgment. What? I'm going to I gotta go. I don't have time for this. See, catch you on the next one later.